Eriador is diminished. The time of the Eldar is fading, and the deeds of the men of the West are preserved only in their ruins. The shadow of a fear of ages past threatens all the free peoples of Middle-earth. And yet, hope remains. For in the hearts of unlikely folk is the strength to wander through shadow kept. And only thence can they come to the morning. And though the road is long and treacherous and full of peril, it is a road that these companions must travel. And only through strength of loyalty, friendship, and hope can they overcome the obstacles ahead. May the goodwill of elves, men, and all free folk go with them. At the behest of a mother of a missing son, the company has set out once again in search of the boy Hamfast. Rumors had spread around Bree and the surrounding communities that Gandalf was making the rounds and obtaining free drinks from people at haunts he would not normally have found himself. The company hoped that more answers lay in Staddle. They rounded Bree Hill, pricked by cold needles of the fresh spring rain, and made their way to the Lamplighter Inn, where the Hobbit Carla Tunnelly would hopefully give them more information about the wizard.
When last we left off, we were joining the company in Staddle at the Lamplighter Inn, where they were gaining counsel from one Carla Tunnelly, the owner and proprietor of the Lamplighter Inn, and we're asking about some interesting occurrences, reports that a wizard cloaked in gray with a long gray beard and a pointy hat was going around town to places he doesn't normally go to and recruiting people for something which you don't know. But specifically, you all were looking for a young boy named Hamfast. Lucinda Willow sent you on this little journey to see if she can find, or see if you all can find her son. So, Larry, you had asked if Carla had spied anyone coming through the Lamplighter Inn posing as someone named Gandalf the Grey, and she responds, "Oh yeah, there was a fella who came through here. He was pilfering drinks off of the clientele. He was."
And we knew that was not Gandalf's MO, so we're like, okay.
Is that so? Did he have any other strange behavior?
Other than the fact that he was coming in here talking all kinds of things about turning people into toads and threatening my customers with all kinds of different sorceries and magic tricks. I've never met Gandalf myself, but it did seem a little bit off to me, considering the tales I've heard of him. And he's never come through here before.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree. That does not sound like Gandalf. Where... Do you know where this person is now, or where they've ended up?
Can't say that I do. Last he said, he was headed off back towards Bree.
Yes.
That's a few weeks back.
When was a few weeks back?
And he didn't come back through here on his... after going to Bree.
No, he said he was after some sort of treasure.
And are we all here right now in this room? I can't remember.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay. Thrush is just going to lean to Larry and say, we're going to probably be going north to Fort Froste, which is what we heard mentioned.
Yes.
So that's likely where this scoundrel is.
I would agree. Well, thank you for your help with this matter, dear. We have some investigating to do.
Of course. Anytime. You want a drink before you go?
I say yes.
Why not?
Saddle up.
Yeah, and Thrush just sits.
So it's good
obviously.
to have a drink before you head out on the road.
Yeah, warm your bones. It's still a little chill out of there from winter.
I suppose so.
Is there any other news?
Any other news? Yeah, actually. So, this is just kind of news that you've more or less heard around town and reports that you've gotten from various sources. But you do hear a couple of things. First of all, obviously Falmir Fairbairns came by and he had told you about a certain colossus of a black ship that was seen off of the coast of Middle-earth, kind of just north of where Londair was. You also hear reports from fellow Breelanders that Diarmach and his family had departed Bree not a fortnight after you all had passed through Tharbad. They were unhindered as they passed through, but were unburdened of their coins.
Yeah.
Now, according to what you've heard, they have had to start from scratch once again, basically claiming a small farmstead on the western shore of the river Eisen, a day's ride south of Isengard. And finally, you also hear tales from not too far off from where Diarmach was headed. You hear tales begin to spread of the deeds of a valiant young Captain Thorongil in the service of King Thingel and Rohan. Said he's a young, according to rumors, he's a young man from the north, probably around these parts. Definitely not of the lineage of the Rohirrim that ride down there.
Is that rare to hear of an outsider kind of coming up in the ranks in that area?
Give me a lore roll, because I don't know. Normally I would just give it to you, but I don't know how much you actually know of Rohan.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. What you do know is that most people who are from around these parts typically stay around these parts. But the name Thorongil also does not ring a bell.
Does to me. Oh, sorry. That's just
player or
because
you
I'm a
the
nerd. Easy player.
All right. So, you all have your drinks. You swap tales with people in the bar, and you hear news coming in from all over the land. Is there anything else you'd like to do in Staddle while you're here?
Did Miragar want to ask about Adelar? Since he didn't get that chance last week.
Yeah, I think
No.
I think Miragar passed out and fell on the floor or something. He just went lights out last episode.
Blacked out.
He just tripped on something. That's
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
he'll
that's what it
he'll go over to Carla and be like, "So I hear Adelard is taking his defeat at the smoking festival pretty hard."
Oh yeah, of course. She says as she's wiping one of the tankards from one of the customers who had just left. Says, yeah, rumor has it he hasn't left his hole. But you can see constant smoke coming out the windows. I think he's in there practicing.
Huh.
Well, I guess hopefully next year, well, maybe if we're both in the area, we'll surprise with a visit. If not, we might let him have a year again.
Present him with another challenge, eh?
Yeah. I mean, you know, we do have one beautiful pipe. Would be a shame if we couldn't get a matching set.
That's true. You know, it takes it. That pipe was quite the piece. I'm half-hearted to go down to Mickle Delving and see if I might get one for myself.
It would, if it's been a fine piece and has been shared across a few fires and has done its job well.
Can Thrush tell if this woman is she younger than Miragar or around his age?
By Hobbit standards, Miragar, how old are you again?
43, I think I just turned after the Yule.
43? Yeah, so they're about the same age.
He's gonna just be considering looking at him. He's like, is there any interest there in her eyes looking at him?
Give me an insight roll.
He's horrible at it. He's trying to
Thrush trying to play matchmaker.
well, he's just trying to divine people's understanding.
It was
Oh, yeah,
so
horrible.
close.
He's just like,
Gandalf.
it was so close, but oh well.
You know, you're looking at her and you can tell that all of her attention is focused on Miragar. But you can't tell if that's because she is a good bartender or if she's actually interested.
The curse of all men. Someone paying attention to them. Is it because they're actually interested or because they're doing their job? Okay, he's not going to say anything out loud. He's just thinking.
Miragar will ask for a couple fresh loaves of bread, if there are any, to purchase before they leave.
Oh, of course. And she'll run back and grab a couple, hand them over to you wrapped in a piece of cloth. And I assume you just leave a couple of silver pennies. Negligible amount. But yeah, she'll happily provide you with a couple of loaves of bread.
And then she gives you a piece of paper that says "Call me."
Yeah.
Call you what? What am I calling you?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe?
No, not the fuck you speak.
Is your name not Carla?
Do you all head back to Bree then?
I think
What is
we
the,
head back to that, or do we stock up here and kind of head north? I mean, I think it might just be in our best interest to just head to
Just get
towards
moving.
Fornost. Yeah.
This seems like very.
I mean, if we have to
time-sensitive
cut
issue.
through Bree, to stay on the road, but I think we kind of skip by and continue going.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's already got a couple weeks ahead of us.
Yeah, because I mean, the road does. I mean, it goes right through.
Yeah. But I don't think we have any business necessarily in Bree now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had already packed the intent.
But I mean, if you guys don't want to take the road once we get past, well, actually, wait, are we on? Is Staddle cross the Brandywine Bridge in the Shire, or is it not? Oh,
So Staddle, the token is on Staddle.
oh, the token is on Staddle. Okay, so
Yeah,
I was thinking Michael Delvin. Sorry, that's way on the other side of Shrive. Okay, so yeah, if we go. We can either go past Bree, or if you guys wanted to get ourselves into an incredible amount of trouble, we could go through the Chetwood. I would say road would be a good choice.
I would say,
Yeah.
You do know that going through. Let's see. You do run a risk of going through the Midgewater Marshes if you go straight from Staddle.
Yeah,
And we definitely don't want to do that. I mean, Chetwood, if we had to, I'm sure Larry Miragar has spent some time in there just because we are here, and probably even Thrush. I say we take the road until we can't, or know otherwise.
the road should
would
lead us to
agree.
Fornost. And to be clear, I was mostly joking because I think going through the Chetwood when you don't have to is not wise.
No.
I would agree.
I mean, we did find a good deer there. But
Yes, we did.
And you got very lucky you didn't run into more goblins or orcs.
Fair
Or
enough.
anything else that might be in there.
Yes.
All right. So you all make your way back to Bree, no issues. Do you stock up in Bree or do you stock up in Staddle?
Does it make a
whatever we
mechanical
couldn't get in
difference?
Staddle, we'll
Not really.
agree.
Yeah, so.
Okay. So I would say we'll go ahead and unless you guys have any last minute business to take care of, I would say we'll go ahead and set out on our adventure.
Yes, sir.
All right. So could I get our guide to give me a travel roll.
Yep. Let's see here. Let me get to my sheet properly. There we go. Oh, it was trying to copy something to the clipboard. I don't know what it was doing there. All right, travel. Let us travel.
Hey.
Even
You
with
that-
will have
even with a bad thing, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. You didn't get any additional Tangwar runes on your success dice, but that is still a success, so that's good. So you are traveling over the Greenway for about 3-ish days or so. And as you are moving along, you would gauge that you've probably got a few days left until you get to Dead Man's Dyke. But as you're moving along, you do pick up what you would perceive to be probably the trail of your quarry. You see a couple of sets of footprints which are basically buried deeply into the dirt from when the snows were melted. The dirt has begun to dry, and thus the footprints have begun to harden. But back when they were making their way up the Greenway, you would guess that it was very soppy. And you can see these footprints of long, pointed boots, accompanied by a couple of other sets of footprints. And based on your estimation, that may be who you're looking for.
Okay.
However, as you are walking along, you notice that all of a sudden you are no longer following those tracks. It seems as though they have diverted from the road. I would need the hunter to give me a hunting roll.
Alright. Close. What?
All right, so you try to double back and locate these tracks, and you find yourself wandering around in circles for an extra day, it seems. However, you do eventually come across them, but as a consequence, everybody gains 1 fatigue, and Larry, you gain 1 additional.
Oh,
But-
those tracks were quite old. Sorry
And-
about that.
One new thing that you guys will see is that looks like you had rolled an Eye of Sauron, which means the eye awareness increases.
No.
You feel a shadow pass over you as you're looking around. It almost seems as though you are being hunted. There's a sinking feeling inside of you that you can't really shake. But as you do this, you eventually come back across the tracks, and you can see that they turn eastward. And it looks as though, based on the trajectory, it looks as though they are heading just north of the Weather Hills.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
I hope they haven't gone into the North Downs.
So, I would have the guide give me yet another travel roll, if you would.
Right. Traveling it up.
Almost is dangerous enough, but this.
Everything's dangerous.
Yes, well.
Okay.
Oh man, 2
success.
5s. No additional 6s or successes on
No
that.
additional
What?
successes.
What could be in the North Downs that they're looking for, if not Fornost itself? I mean, are there things like what we ran into with the trolls? More fortresses and stuff known through the area? I mean, I thought that was. I mean, I know it's from an ancient, the last age and civilization and stuff, but is there really that much out there?
If you know where to look, there could be things, yes.
Well, this Imposters mentioned treasure. Well, I don't know that there's necessarily treasure, but perhaps he has need of labor for something.
Okay. So you divert from the road, passing just north of the edge of the Weather Hills. And as you move along, you notice that as you're following these tracks just north of the Weather Hills, the northern side looks as though you're coming into a thick bit of forest. As you look upon it, you can see along the tree line, you can see dense woods thick with black thorns and foreboding vines. But you feel as though you may be able to find a way around and through it. I'm going to need a lookout to give me a awareness roll. I keep getting that mixed up there.
Just to not risk it, I am gonna burn a hope, because the one time I didn't, I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was a
Good
good
thing
call.
you did.
That was
Yes.
a good call.
Yep.
I had a
Yeah.
feeling.
And we
Far out of-
are currently in
Stalking us. So.
Darkland, by the way. So, as you kind of look around, you spy a game trail. Moving south along the northern edge, on the southern edge of the wood and the northern edge of the Weather Hills, but you find a game trail, and it looks as though this is a pathway that is used by deer to get through. The travel is shortened by one day. You actually get a lot further today than you normally would have. However, everyone does gain one fatigue as you trudge through and slash through these oppressive vines and thorn bushes and all of that. And you pass through these woods, and you can see that it looks like these areas, along with much of the Weather Hills, used to also be populated. Some of the trees around here are a little bit younger. It looks as though some of these areas have been reclaimed by the earth. And as you walk, you can see that it looks as though you're passing along the remnants of an old road. Even bits of cobblestone can be seen pushing up through the grass. You pass along the ruins of an old stone wall, which seems to go on for quite some time. 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you walk along this old wall. I'm going to need everyone to, I'm going to need the lookout to give me another awareness roll.
Alright. I'm also gonna burn a hope because I don't trust my dad. There we go! Gandalf. I didn't even need it. That's okay.
So as you are passing along, you begin to notice your ear begins to twitch, and you notice the sounds of hoarse whispers coming from just on the other side of the wall.
I'll just motion for everyone to stop. Does anyone else hear that?
And you notice, Aranel, you notice that as soon as you mention something, the whispers stop.
No, but I trust your senses more than my own. If you think there's something there.
I heard whispering, but it's gone now.
Could you tell what they were saying or what language they were speaking?
Did I hear anything specific or just murmurings?
with a Gandalf rune, I would say, you know what? I would allow. You could tell based on the whispers, it was very hoarse. It sounded like a very raspy tone, but it was speaking in common.
Okay. Speaking common, but very rough, raspy voice.
He's going to unsheath his sword just as quietly as he can, just in case.
Yeah, Aranel's gonna notch an arrow.
Okay.
Miragar pulls the strap on his buckler.
Yeah.
Just be aware.
What? Should we go towards it or just keep moving?
It probably would be a bad idea to leave them behind us if there is somebody there, whether they are friend or foe.
Yeah,
so I say
brave. I'm just
check it
asking our people with good vision and the ability to look around it. Is there a break in the wall that you can see?
I can offer a scan.
Tall, but not like unsurmountable, right?
Oh yeah, as you look upon the wall, you can see that just from your vantage point, the wall is basically waist high. It looks like it is just a roadside wall, and you can see just beyond the wall, it goes down into an overgrown ditch. You can see all kinds of thorn bushes and all kinds of shrubbery down inside.
Thrush is just going to hop over it then.
All right. As you do, you see two orcs stand up immediately with a start. It's like, get out of here! And they immediately take off into the woods.
Aranel!
Shoot them!
Do we want to chase them in the dark, though?
No, take a shot.
I guess.
You want to go ahead and you want to try to take a shot?
Well, they're running away. But we don't know if they're running to get reinforcements. I think she'll maybe do a warning shot. And like yell at them to stop.
Okay. I would say with that, go ahead and give me a bow skill roll real quick.
Okay. I'm gonna do a scan as well, just to see if I can help myself. Okay,
Definitely.
so I did get a success, but no additional bonus. There we go. Extraordinary success. Okay.
Easily enough. You loose an arrow and it passes just between these two orcs and lodges itself into a tree just between them. I would say with that, go ahead and give me an awe roll with a bonus die.
All right.
All right.
Dang it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You shout out to these orcs trying to get them to stop, and they ignore your plea and continue deeper into the forest. And at this point, you lose sight of them in the brush. Do you give chase?
It's too dark. I don't think so. He's going to hop back over the wall.
Would we know that? I mean, I guess the basic fairy tale lore of the orcs is that they do scrounge around at night. So Miragar would be like, we just have to be on have our wits about us. I don't think chasing them into their camp, if there's more of them, would be smart. They seem startled. They may leave us alone for now.
Miragar's right. We have more important things to take care of. Just be on alert for them.
Especially camp.
Were they at a fire or anything? Let's check the spot that they were hiding, though. And Miragar will go over to the spot where they were hiding to see if they had been there for a while, if they heard us and crouched down kind of thing.
Yeah, I would say go ahead and give me a riddle roll.
In theory, I should be good at this. Nope.
Oh man,
Sorry.
it's a
Oh,
good thing
no.
you're favored on
I
that, 'cause
won?
I keep seeing Eyes of Sauron as soon as soon
Dude,
as we
he's
start
all
using
over
this.
us tonight.
Man, you can see that it looks. I mean, you can clearly see where they had been hunched over. It looks as though they may have been in position to maybe ambush some less capable folk. But it's hard to tell exactly how long they've been there. And that's really just about all you can see. You don't.
Left my sheet or left my page. Now he's gone again.
Yeah, you don't know if there's more. You can see evidence of food goods, leftover food goods that they did not take with them. Bits of bone with pieces of red meat still stuck upon it. Rotten apple cores, things like that.
But yeah, I will come back to the party and be like, it looks like they were maybe waiting for prey, not us in particular, maybe hunting. There are remnants of food and stuff, so I don't think this was a camp. I just think they were hunting, I think.
Well, with any luck, you scared them enough that they won't come back to this spot right now.
And even if they do, as long as they don't follow us, that's good enough for me for the time being.
And with that, I think we should be on our way. I'm sure they are not close to any of their other friends, but I'd hate to be close by when their friends got here.
Yes.
Indeed.
I must say, those are the most cowardly orcs I've ever encountered. Maybe it's the goblins that are actually brave. Who knows? I'm just saying, when we encountered orcs with goblins, they actually tried to fight us.
Yeah, but I think there were more than us, yeah.
Yes, outnumbered.
Oh, still.
All right, so you continue on down the road, and at this point, you do notice, especially under tree cover, it is getting quite dark. You feel as though you probably are going to have to spend the night here in the forest. How would you go about setting up camp? Are you gonna? What are your thoughts on doing that?
What's the immediate terrain look like? Like, it's just forest, that's it? Nothing else, really?
Yeah, you can see that the forest north of the Weather Hills is very dense. Lots of evergreen trees. You see pine needles all over the ground, pine cones and the like. The ground here is very wet, as it doesn't seem as though the sun reaches it to let it dry. But you do feel as though if you get deep enough into the brush, it's possible to stay hidden from the road.
Yeah, if we can find high ground or remnant of a wall to back ourselves against, it would be preferable, but do your best.
Yes. Let's see if we
Could I
can
do a
find...
scan roll to see if I can find a suitable spot?
I would actually say it'd probably call for more of an explore roll.
Explore, yep.
Yeah. Are you looking specifically for high ground?
If we get our scout out there.
I mean,
I was gonna
probably,
say,
but
I can go check, or obviously I can. My explore is favored, and I have 2 dice.
Okay.
So, if somebody wants to assist me,
I will assist Miragar. I don't know, I'll probably just say, give him an idea of what to look out for.
Okay. So 2 bonus die.
It's like, look for maybe high ground, possibly a cave, anything that could help us.
Okay. Let me ask you this: are you going northward or southward?
I still want to head the direction we were originally heading, so north.
Okay.
But once we find maybe a hill or that incline starts, I will start looking for maybe a place to set up a blind, or like Thrush said, maybe just a wall or a big rock or something we can put our backs against.
Yeah, absolutely. So you wander for probably 20-30 minutes, and you do begin to come to a bit of an incline. Nothing crazy like you would see in the Weather Hills proper, but you do see an incline in the terrain, and the trees do begin to thin just a little bit, but you do see a bit of an indenture in the land where you feel as though you might be able to set up something at least relatively feasible to hide you to anybody not looking too closely.
I think right over here might be a good spot. The hill seems to dip a little bit. It might just give us a good vantage point while we are resting.
That's good.
Yes. Nice work, Miragar. This will do.
I suggest maybe no fire this evening, just because of the orcs we passed.
I agree.
It's probably a good idea.
All right.
Larry, would you like help crafting a shelter?
Yes, let's try and make something to at least make ourselves harder to find. Let's
Alright.
companion.
Oh no.
Not quite.
Well, at least it wasn't a Sauron.
True.
At this point, you get around here and it doesn't seem as though there's as much dead foliage as you would expect. Again, this is kind of more of a densely populated evergreen forest, so you don't find a whole lot of dead and dry branches and dead leaves and things of that nature to conceal you from sight.
I do have a question on stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to use stealth to like cover tracks or like help in that like aspect of being stealthy, or is it just like the classic disappear into the shadows stealth? Because I was trying to look it up in the rule book.
I
and it
would
doesn't really
say, yeah, I'd allow it.
Sweet. Can I do that?
Yeah,
I will-
absolutely.
Assist Aranel then, after seeing that my plan to make a hide isn't really working out with the
Okay.
available materials.
Support from a companion. Got like 1,000,000 dice. Oh no! I've got it's favored and 3 skill dice. I should have been able to.
3 1s. No Sauron.
Indeed, no
Being
Sauron.
visited by fake Gandalf. Scamdolf has got
Yep, fake Gandalf stole all the Gandalf runes.
Yes, he's cursing us.
So you attempt to cover your tracks and smooth over your footprints in the road, and then going deeper into the wood, you try to cover your tracks going that way. Do you think you have done a sufficient job? And so
Enough.
night falls and the sun sets over the horizon in the west, and the night becomes dark, oppressively dark and silent.
Is anyone taking watch?
definitely going to be watching.
Yeah,
I sure hope so.
Aranel
yeah.
first, I
I
guess.
think Aranel usually takes like one of the
Alright.
first couple of shifts.
I'm sure Miragar takes the last one because normally he's probably cooking, when there is a fire. So.
Alright,
And
Larry
that
will be
means
second.
Thrush will try and take kind of the middle, the worst, where you have to interrupt your sleep the most.
Yeah.
All right. So you said Thrush is going first?
He's
Aranel.
going in the middle. Aranel's
In the
going
middle.
first, and then Larry, then Thrush, then Miragar. I think
All
that's how we're
right, perfect. So you all bed down and I assume probably eat some cold food.
Some bread and maybe an
And-
apple or 2.
Aranel, you are keeping watch and listening, and it is utterly silent. In fact, it's almost too silent.
At least he didn't play the sound again.
Okay. So, but your watch goes relatively uneventful. You do hear the occasional squirrel rummage through the underbrush and climb some of the trees and shake some of the branches above you. And who's going second?
Larry.
Larry. Okay,
Not
Larry.
to be confused with Thrush.
All right. Larry, you are keeping watch, and as you do, it's much more the same. But you can tell that as you're sitting there keeping watch, there's not much to watch because you're staring out into pitch blackness. The moon does not shine through the branches and into the wood where you sit. All right, and then Thrush's turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Thrush, you keep watch. And as you do, you begin to hear the sound of footsteps and snarling. I'm telling you, they went this way. And you can hear. Go ahead and give me an awareness roll, if you would.
Right. Awareness. Oh, so close.
I feel like that's been all of us tonight. Off by like one or
We
two.
missed by 1 or 2 every time.
There wasn't an Eye of Sauron? Okay, good.
Nope.
All right, so as they're walking along, it's tough for you to tell. You peer through and you can see that it looks as though a couple of them are carrying torches, and it's tough to see through the trees just how many there are, but you can definitely tell that they are on your trail. And you
Okay.
guess that probably within a matter of minutes, they will track you down.
He is going to, as stealthily as he can, go nudge Larry and Aranel, and then young Master Miragar, who is much older than him, and just, they're on our trail. They have torches and they're coming.
You'll never beat me, Adelaide. What? Sorry.
Alright. Aranel's just going
Probably
to
put a hand
get
over
an arrow
Marigold's
ready
mouth.
and probably roll a stealth to see if she can hide in the shadows.
Who would be considered kind of the commander as far as battles are concerned? Who would you say?
My calling's captain, so I guess technically.
I feel like we've all kind of followed Larry's strategies into battle this entire time. So, I would say
Okay.
Larry.
All right, so
You have the battle skill.
And if it requires a battle skill, Thrush can assist.
okay, so I would say go ahead and give me a battle roll. And what this is for is so you can kind of ascertain your surroundings and hopefully get into perhaps an advantageous position as
Alright.
opposed to being taken in your current situation back against a wall.
So, should I roll mine to see if I help him, or do I not need to roll and I just give him a die, like a normal assist?
So yeah, basically it'd just be a normal assist
Alright,
if you'd like.
I'll take the support and burn a hope.
Okay.
Yes.
Great success.
Right.
Oh, you got a 6 too.
Hell yeah.
All right. So you look around and you can see that on either side of you, the wood is pretty dense, and you feel as though you probably would be able to hide if you wanted to. Also, on the incline, you can see if you were to move your way up the incline just a tad, you would definitely have the higher ground, which would present you with an advantageous position as well.
Alright, I whispered to everyone. We're gonna take the high ground so we can get a nice opening volley on them. And while they're down below us, we'll be able to funnel them where we want. Aranel will be able to keep making shots while Thrush, Miragar, and I hold the line.
Sounds like a plan. So bows first.
You see that these orcs begin to pick up your trail and start moving off of the road and in your direction. You see a couple of small sniveling creatures getting down towards the ground and making horrid sniffing noises. I went that way! And they make their way into the clearing, and just as you look down upon them from your higher ground, you can see 8 individuals making their way towards you. And they look up and they see you. And that is where we're going to go ahead and take a break. I almost ended the episode right there.
Oh, no.
But we're going to go ahead and
We're
going to go ahead and take a break, and we will be right back.
Sweet.
Howdy, howdy, Tavern goers. It's me, everyone's favorite Moss. And I'm here to tell you that we are giving you the opportunity to snag some pretty dope merch here, okay? So we have decided that we are going to do a little raffle to kick 2025 off with a bang. So, just to go over a couple of the rules here, we have started, as of December 17th, selling the raffle tickets, and we will end on January 12th. The tickets themselves start at $15 a pop, but guess what? The more you spend, the more you get. If you spend $30, you get 3 tickets. If you spend $50, you get 10 tickets. And if you spend $100, you get 25 tickets. So that's 25 chances to win for $100. Now let's talk a little bit about the prizes, okay? Because that's what you're here for. That's what anybody enters a raffle for, is the prizes. Both winners, and you heard me right, both 2 winners, they're both going to receive a Tales from the Dragon's Tavern branded t-shirt along with a coffee mug. The first place winner will get a digital Pathfinder 2nd edition bundle that includes all of the Pathfinder 2nd edition remastered core books, a handful of map folios, and a handful of pre-written adventures for a total of 72 digital items. That's 72 items you get. Now, the second place winner will receive a Free League publishing bundle, including the core books for Tales from the Loop, Dragon's Bane, Mutant Year Zero, Forbidden Lands, Symbaroum, Twilight 2000, Coriolis, plus a handful of supplement books for these systems, totaling 29 digital items. That's 29 digital items. So, 2 winners, 2 awesome prizes. Again, $15 a pop. The more you spend, the more you get. Go ahead and check it out. The link to our Discord is going to be in our link tree in the description below. Just type !support in chat, and that'll take you to the place that you need to go to support this stream and potentially get yourself some awesome prizes. We are back as the company is about to face down with 8 orcs who track them down to their camping location. We are going to start off with an opening volley, and our heroes currently have the higher ground. So that means that you all get a bonus die to your rolls. Yeah, so you all can go ahead and make your opening volleys.
Wow, the high ground isn't a joke. It's real.
Make sure you target somebody. Okay.
It's a good idea. Let's see. A bow.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Penalty bonus. Nice. There we go. All right.
Very nice.
Success.
Very nice.
Gandalf.
Ooh, Gandalf.
Oh, well, that's the scam. Okay.
Does that give me any extra on my thing, or just a bonus die?
Just a bonus die.
You just win.
Yeah, it's a Gandalf rune is just an automatic success. Holy!
I think she meant high ground for the scan. Is what I think she was asking. But
wow,
that's good.
One?
That's
Jeez.
incredible.
That's a lot of 5s.
Holy
Stand at the top of the hill and let Aranel take care of everything. At this
Wow, dog.
Aranel's like, I'm gonna listen to
incredible.
Larry for everything from now on. He clearly knows the best spots to
Yeah,
share
no kidding.
from.
All right, so we've got a couple of other individuals who are going to use their opening volleys. We've got our goblin archer who's going to take a shot at Larry. And he loses a bonus success die because he has got the lower ground. Oh, gosh. Okay, so he fails that one. We've got
Now listen, he's surprised. I'm not gonna hold it against him.
this orc soldier who is going to throw his spear. And he's also going to lose a success die. But he is going to be favored because you, my friend, are the subject of his ire. He possesses a hatred of men.
Fair enough.
So Aranel and Miragar are safe for
To no avail! All right. Let's see. We've got
Thrush
another
is a
archer.
Dunedain. That's like a fancy man. Does that still count?
He's a fancy man.
He
Yeah,
does
when I'm
have the nice
taking
bike.
shots.
Yeah.
All right. So this one, he does not have a hatred of actually anybody here in the party. So he is just going to roll a straight roll and fail.
Some of these orcs are just randomly racist.
Oh no, they're that's the thing about orcs. They are all racist. All right, so this one is going to take a shot at Aranel and oh wait, no, he already
He has a hatred of elves.
He already did. Turns out these actually it's this one who's going to go. And he's going to take a shot at Miragar because I was one step ahead of myself. And to no avail. Rolled a 10. Dag nabbit.
Hey, listen, they're the low ground and it's really dark. I'm not going to hold it against them.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Moss, I want you to get a voice changer that sounds like, I don't know, a certain dark creature that has an eye that looks at everybody, and you just saying "dag nabbit" in that voice. And
Yeah.
Dag nabbit!
I like it.
Asnas Trakatuluk! Dag nabbit!
All right. I targeted Thrush on that last one. That's okay because this one is also going to target Thrush. And he also has a hatred of men, so he gets a favored die, but does lose a success die. And oh, bad, very bad, very very bad. All right, and then let's see. This guy is. You see this one orc come up, and he is wearing this heavy armor, and you can see it's just almost like piecemeal iron work placed over these thick furs, and you can see he's got this very heavy sword at his hip, and he pulls out a broad-headed spear, very jagged at the tip, and he hurls it in Thrush's direction. And he is also going to lose a die, but he gains a feat die.
Look at that.
Oh!
I have Sauron.
Thrush, I need you to make me a protection roll.
Right, I'm going to add a hope point. Because why not?
Yay.
All right, you are protected, but and he did not make any success dice. So you do not get any additional damage, but you do take 5 points of exhaustion.
Right.
And we have this one who is going to hurl his spear at Larry because they hate men. And I'm not sure if any of them really know of the existence of hobbits.
Hey, that's a small human.
Tiny human.
It's a baby.
Favorite against
basically,
no.
These guys are just begging and praying for an Eye of Sauron here. And this one's also going to go at Thrush. Dang it.
You
Larry.
did it again, Larry.
At Larry. At Larry.
It's never gonna end.
All right, so that concludes the opening volley. Everybody go ahead and put yourself in your desired stances. All right, so you see the goblins maintain their distance as they loose arrows at all of you. Let's see. This great orc lumbers forward and makes contact with you, Thrush, and you see yet another make his way towards you as well. Larry, you've got one coming towards you, and another coming towards you. And Miragar, you've got one who's going to take up and just try to get you off the battlefield, as you are a bit of a nuisance.
Okay. Okay.
So they can all focus their fire on the men of the group.
Also, Aranel's fine. They're cool with her.
Yeah.
The lady elf. She's fine.
She's not only is she not human, she's not male. I see how it is.
Oh shoot! You know what? I apologize. So the Great Orc Chief actually has a hatred of elves. I do apologize for that. So Thrush, dang it, Thrush, go ahead and take your 5 endurance back.
Because he wouldn't have hit.
Yeah, he probably would not have hit.
Okay, all right. I'm back to my endurance.
Okay, so
he got
didn't attack me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just give that back.
Okay.
To you. Now we make our way into combat proper. Thrush, you have a Great Orc Chief on you as well as one of his minions.
All right. So, what he is going to do for this first round is he is going to spend a hope point, and he is going to reveal the necklace, basically, and he's just going to scream out his wonderful battle cry of Elendil, and he's going to awe them all.
Very good.
So I will roll it just in case I get success dice, but I think or do we need to? I don't know. Oh, actually, it does matter, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll roll it, and we'll see if we get some 6s. Yeah, we got 2 of them.
Gandalf
and
Gandalf.
Dang.
Holy cow.
Oh,
Wow.
there we go.
Okay. So
Nice.
yeah,
How many
everybody
of
is everybody is awed, and so they all will lose 1 success die off of their attack roll.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody in the fight is also weary.
Oh man. Okay.
He's using
That's
the intimidate foe
Shoo.
Yeah.
because he got
Woo-wee.
he got 2 success dice on it.
Shoo. Okay. Very good.
Way to go, Thrush.
All right. Thrush, is that all you would like to do with your turn?
Yeah, that's pretty much that's his action.
All right. And Larry, it is your turn.
Well, I was gonna rally people, but since these guys are weary now, I feel like it'd be a waste to not.
Nice.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Sweet.
Very good. You swing out with your sword and catch him across the arm, and he
Spear.
growls, and you feel his hot breath in your face. All right, and he is going to take. Oh, he is given the endurance loss from the opening volley. He is out of combat.
Hey!
Nice.
Very nice.
I didn't even know that was one that took a wound.
Way to go.
I mean, yes, all
Yeah.
part of the plan.
Was that the one that Aranel shot? It might
I
have been.
guess so.
All right, and
Nice.
Miragar.
Let's see. I think I'm going to protect Thrush.
Okay.
Breaking out his new
My-
skills.
Yep, with my defensive protect companion. What is that? Athletics.
Gandalf.
Nice.
Oh,
dude.
thank God,
Very
dude.
nice.
Holy crap.
The D6s were like, bro, you already got the Gandalf room. We don't have to do
Yeah.
anything for you.
All right.
All right.
So any attack or the next attack aimed at Thrush will lose another dice.
All right, man, you guys are killing it. I don't know if these orcs have a chance. All
Probably
right.
not.
So, Aranel.
All right.
Go for the chieftain. He hates you.
Which one is the chieftain? Hold on.
The big bad
this
one
one,
attacking Thrush.
The one with
Okay.
the really cool token.
That one. Alrighty. So let's do my scan for my bonus action.
Oh,
Oh my god! I think I'm maxed out on die.
2 extra dice, right?
Wow.
2 extra, and I've got the high ground.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Don't mess up.
This.
All right, so he is. He's actually gonna make. He's gonna spend a hate to make your roll ill-favored.
No.
I
Even
got
with
a
that-
It
solid
wouldn't
one.
really have made a difference though, because that
Yeah.
would have counted as 0. You've got just with your first 3 die, you've beaten his. You've beaten his thing.
Yeah, I'll just do 2 heavy blows.
Woo!
Ah, 15
Woo!
Well, guess what? I hate you too.
Dang! And he growls at the top of his lungs. Dang.
Stupid elf.
and a plus 12. Jeez.
You hear he shouts something in black speech, which burns your ears to hear.
Ugh.
All right. Next up, we've got this goblin archer. And he is going to attack Aranel. He is actually, so let's see, he is Craven, so that means that he loses 1 hate whenever he is intimidated. And
he's weary.
gonna go ahead and spend that last one, although he is also wary. And he's going to try to shoot Aranel. And so it should just be minus 1 die.
Oh, dear.
Oof.
Oh, there it is!
Alright. I'm gonna hope it, because I don't feel like being hurt.
Nice.
You are protected, but you do take 3 points of endurance damage as this arrow whizzes past you and cuts you just across the top of the shoulder. And I will go ahead and apply that damage.
These ones better not be poisoned.
Well,
Oh no.
all right, so this one is going to go ahead and attack and swing out at Miragar.
It does lose a die because I'm in defensive. And then it,
Right. And then
Loses
you've also
because-
got higher ground, so he loses another.
And
And
weary,
then
so
he's
hopefully
also
you'll get
intimidated
all-
and weary as well.
Uh,
Jesus, are you
Sauron.
kidding
All
me?
the Saurons, bro.
Stupid. I was hoping we'd burnt all the Sauron runes for the night.
Stupid shadow looking at us.
I hate you.
oh no! You are injured. Go ahead and make an injury roll.
That's not good.
Gosh dang it, Miragar.
That's when you need the Gandalf.
Severe
6
injury.
days.
6
Time to
days.
take a
All
shower.
right. As this orc lumbers above you, he takes 2 hands and brings his sword down upon you, and you just miss swiping it away with your buckler, and he cuts you deeply across the bicep.
Ah,
Injured.
Miragar, are you alright?
So much for avoiding the shadow.
yeah.
Oh no! Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because I switched.
All right. Let's
It's
see.
okay.
This
We'll see how many
archer.
wounds Thrush is about to get here.
Yeah, oh man, is that me?
So-
Oh, both got a point of shadow.
this archer is going to target Thrush. He loses a die from... He is wary. He loses a die from Miragar, and he has...
wary?
Yes.
Okay.
He just rolled the Eye of Sauron. That's what.
Yeah.
That was.
So he loses a die, that brings him even. Then he loses another die for having low ground, that brings him down 1. He is also going to spend a hate die, bringing him down to a certain amount to make it even. And he rolls.
Gandalf. Oh, not Gandalf.
No!
Yeah, by 1.
By 1.
No!
Thank you, wary die.
If that 2 wouldn't have
Dang it, man.
been
Yep.
excluded.
Yep.
All right. Now this one is going to aim over at Larry, and he is going to lose 1 for being down, but he's going to make it even with another hate die. So hopefully he can hit something. Let's see. Nope. Well, I forgot to make him wary anyway, but that's okay. He missed anyway.
Yeah, that parry of 22.
Ones or twos.
All right. Let's see. Then we have the Orc Soldier, who is going to go ahead and swing out at Larry.
You mean Thrush?
Or, dang it, man.
There needs
does-
to be a counter for it now.
He
Man.
does have another minus dice because I'm protected.
Okay, so -2 dice. He's gonna go ahead and spend another one. They're just gonna go ahead and burn through all of their.
Well, he's also weary, so that'll be good. Maybe.
Yeah. I did mark it this time.
Yay!
He's going to swing out. Oh,
It's Gandalf or Gandalf? I want Gandalf on my side. Gandalf, yeah.
Not that scam Dolph.
So loses 1, loses 2. So bring him down here. He spends a hate, brings him even. But he is favored because he has a hatred of men.
That's so complicated.
Dang it, man! Oh,
That was so many
Thank you, my
dice.
little
Oh.
buckler wielding friend.
dang it!
And
All
the
right.
3 not counting was perfect.
That's true.
All right. Yeah, this guy's gonna swing out at Thrush as well. Let's see. But first, you hear him. He screams out some horrible, horrible language in black speech. It sounds almost more like a war cry. And everybody on his side is going to regain 1 hate die. And he is going to use his second action to swing at Thrush once again. So he loses 1, loses 2, swings 1. Blah, blah, blah. He is not favored, but he is wary. Dang it. Ugh. Ugh.
Even if you would have had the 2 and the 3, you still would
Yeah.
have lost.
Man, these guys suck.
To be fair, Thrush had an amazing all.
That is true. That is true.
It helped.
And they're in the low ground.
Yeah. All right. So this last one is going to swing out at Larry. With
Are
the
you
low
sure it's
ground.
Larry?
Yes, I'm sure. Let's see. He does have a hatred of men, so he's favored. He does lose 1. Let's see. So that would bring him. He is at that many. Because I'm going to tell you how many he's got.
I mean, I'm gonna see it when you roll it.
Okay. And he is favored. Boop, boop, boop. There we go, baby. Yes. Let's see. So
He's way too happy. Oh, yeah, that Eye of Sauron. Oh. Oh.
That's the only reason why.
Yeah, he can't really do a ton with it, but you're going to take 9 damage, and I need you to make a protection roll.
So when the round comes around,
Gandalf, let's go.
Nice.
Dang!
Right. I am going to lose ground to only take half from that, so that'd be
Okay.
5 or 4.
Round, if you take it, I'd say, I forget, what is the rule? Divided by 2, round up, I think?
I
It's
think you
normally
said
round
round
up
up
from
last time.
most
Yeah, I think
things.
it's
Yeah.
round up, yeah.
No, but I think we need to like focus on one guy. Like everybody try to attack one guy and just get him killed.
So the way that it's working right now, they are outnumbering you. So they
Oh,
would
do you
be-
have to attack the one engaging?
Yeah.
Them?
So basically,
Okay.
they are currently they're controlling the battlefield because they outnumber you
Gotcha.
guys. As soon as you whittle their numbers down, you can focus fire on somebody.
Okay.
I think the
Alright.
Arc Chief will be dealt with next time. Next
Yeah.
round, hopefully.
All right. So is everybody going to keep their stances?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
I am.
think so.
Aranel always keeps her stance
Aranel has only one
Yeah.
stance.
the back
bow.
with the arrows.
All right. Thrush.
Right.
Now, just so you know, Moss, the bad guys are no longer weary. It's only
Right.
for that round.
Right.
So I don't
One
know if
round
that
of
affects
weary.
our armor class or anything like that, or their parry.
It would definitely affect all that.
Okay, so
Right. We're going to attack this guy. He's got an extra. He's going to spend 1 hope here to do this. Well, that's a pretty good roll.
Nice.
And he's going to do a heavy blow.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So you land a solid hit, and you can see it's basically knocked the wind out of him. You take your sword, and he blocks it, and you just jab forward with the hilt of your sword and knock him right across the face. And he is... You can tell he's starting to get exhausted. His endurance is wearing down.
Good.
All right. Larry.
I have to regain ground, so I believe that's all I can do.
Yes, sir. And Miragar.
I'm going to try to protect Thrush again. Or
Okay.
let's see. Yeah, I'll go for Thrush again. He's harder to hit.
Okay.
Dang it.
Oh,
All right. Unfortunately, this orc in front of you is wailing on you with his scimitar, and it's hard to get over to Thrush to potentially protect him. And Aranel.
Alrighty.
Real quick, I gotta get up
Oh, yeah.
for just a second.
Okay.
Question for high ground: does that affect my scan rolls at all, or just the? Bow?
Just your fighting rolls, your
Okay.
combat rolls.
Just wanted to make sure. Alright, I have a success, so a bonus die. And I am uphill, so another one. Beautiful.
Nice.
Extraordinary.
15 more!
Oh my gosh. You catch him as you loose your arrow. It catches him directly in the thigh, and he cries out, "Rah! Rah! Dirty elf!" And
Hey,
that-
he actually said that in a language we can understand. That's how
Wanted
you
to
know
make
he's
sure.
really miserable.
he wanted to make sure that you knew exactly what he said. Alright, so, this goblin is no longer wary. He does gain a hate point back from the Yell of Triumph. So, it is this goblin archer's turn. He looks and he sees this pesky elf loosing arrows into his chieftain. And he is going to loose an arrow at Aranel. But first, before he does that, he's going to try to circle around. And Aranel, I'm going to need you to give me a battle roll to see if you can maintain your position on him to keep him from gaining high ground on you.
I'm gonna burn hope. Hey!
Very good. Okay. So he does not gain the position on you. So he would lose one, but he is going to spend the hate die that he just got to make it an even roll. So let's see what he can do.
Not much.
Not much. Okay. Very good. Very good. All right, and you can see
Halo.
these orcs are all kind of, as this great orc chieftain yelled out previously on the last round, you can see that they're all attempting to make maneuvers to try and get the higher ground on you all. This one is going to do something similar for you, Miragar. So I need a battle roll from you, if you would.
Not a good one for me.
Not a good one. Okay, so he is actually able to circle around you and get the high ground on you. All right, so he is going to swing out. Let's see. He lost 2 last round. He gains 1 back, so he's at 2 now. He's going to go ahead and spin that 1, and he's going to gain a bonus die to make that one even keel. And fails anyway. All right. Worthless. Worthless. He swings out, and you learned your lesson last time as he cut your arm wide open. You learned your lesson. You dodge nimbly to the side as he comes down on you with his scimitar. All right, so let's see. It is. Did he just go? Yeah, he just went. All right, so it is this goblin archer's turn, and we will say, Aranel, you succeeded your battle roll, so he unfortunately does not get his high ground on you. So he will gain a hate die back, and immediately spend it. There it is. All right, and he can't really do a whole lot. He only rolled a 4 on his feet die, but he does bring the arrow in and deal a heavy blow for 6 total damage to you.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
It's been too long since I've watched Dodgeball. And with that reference, this goblin archer is going to target you, Larry.
All right.
I'm going to need you to make me a quick battle roll as well, as you see all of these orcs begin to try to circle around their targets and get the higher ground.
All right. And being a captain and having my leadership feature, I'd like to say that might give me an extra die here.
I would say that this is kind of a personal thing.
Okay.
So I would say that probably would not necessarily apply.
All right. And I'll spend a hope.
There it is. All right.
Excellent.
Very good. You maintain your position. And he does not gain... There we go. He does not gain an additional die, but he is going to spend a hope point to make it even.
8.
And not good enough.
Bonk.
Bonk indeed. All right, so this guy is going to spend a hate die. Thrush, go ahead and give me a battle roll, if you'd please.
All right.
Should be no problem for you.
Gandalf room, yes.
There it is. Okay, very good. All right, so he is not going to gain the upper ground on you. All right, so he does possess the hatred of men, so he is favored. But he loses a die, spends one to gain it back. Boop. Oh, that was at Larry.
Oh, doesn't matter. Gandalf room.
Gandalf.
It would be favored, but even still, we'll keep that, even though Larry was targeted. And then the Great Orc Chief.
He's in a bad way.
He is not looking good, and you can see that he is, he's beginning to lash out with every last bit of strength that he has.
Just out of curiosity, do they get weary? Like, do they have equip loads or no?
No.
Okay.
I mean, they do still get weary, but it's something you have to inflict upon them.
Gotcha.
Let's see. This guy.
Says their masters who hung them, driving them onward.
All right, so he is going to go ahead and spend another hate die. And let's see, that'll bring him back there. So he gets one additional success die against you. And dang it, man. Ugh.
Oh.
Listen, he doesn't hate men; he hates elves. So
I know,
That's ringing sound of sword on sword here.
that is the problem. All right, and finally,
his racism is focused in the wrong place.
He's mad at me and taking it out on the man.
I hate her, but I'm banging it out on you.
Let me attack the girl. No.
It's like, I hate you.
how about new? Larry, you succeeded on your battle roll. Yes, you did. Okay, very good. So this is going to be favored, and he's going to make that even with a hate, and he's going to roll. Ah!
Denied.
That lingered so long. Okay. All right, and with that, we have one orc down. These orcs are still going strong, but we will see what happens if their leader is taken out at the top of round 3 next week.